couple of years later, in 1999, you release your first solo debut album, The Wonderful World of Caesar Leo, and your boy's not here to see it. You know, he's not there to be part of it. Jay-Z showed up on that album on a song called For My Niggas.
Yeah.
How did that song come together?
I mean, you know, from the day B.I. passed, Hov was like, yo, listen, man, we family. Just because he ain't here don't mean nothing. You know, Hov was still like tight with us. You know what I mean? Like, nah, y'all my family. And I was like, y'all want to get you on this joint. And he was like, all right, let me know when you're ready. He came to Daddy's house and recorded that joint with me. And when we did it, he thought of the idea of the hook too. He's like, nah, you should do the hook like this. And I was like, well, he loved the record so much, though. He was like, yo, nah, this joint right here is sick, dog. Sick. Then this how it came about. He was like, yo, nah, man, you little bruh. Whatever you need, I got you. Like, no-brainer type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, all the artists came through like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Redman was on that album. Total was on that album. 112 was on that album. Mace was on that album. Busta Rhymes was on that album. Puff was on that album. G-Dep was on that album. Shit, man, you know, they
Kim, obviously.
Kim was on the album. Yeah. Kelly Price, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people really came through for me, you know what I mean? And that's something I wanted to fulfill, you know. He didn't get a chance to do the album he wanted to do for me, but he was
okay,
there
so
for
I got a question then. Why was Big not on it? Why wasn't no Biggie verses? Was there nothing left in the stash? Nothing that you just had set to the side?
It was just a lot of stuff with the politics, I think, at that time, you know, with every record, you know, they didn't know what they was doing, if they were using stuff for the other albums that was coming out, or I don't know. I totally forgot what happened. But I mean, of course I used some intros and outros, of course, of it though. But it was just a lot of politics at that time to get Biggie music. And it was hard to get stuff. You know, back in the time, we still talking about 99. So it's hard to find reels, and, you know, Bad Boy wasn't trying to give up too much stuff because they working on another project. So I kind of just like, it's cool. You know, that was my test right there to see what I could really do. You know what I mean? I felt like he was there with me on that album because all the times I wouldn't write songs around him, everything he taught me about how to write, I actually utilized in working on my album. You know, all the stuff I was scared to do around him, I started to do on my album. So don't worry about saying the dopest shit, just about the way you say it. You know what I mean? And I started like, all right, let me use everything he used to taught me. I ain't got to sound like him. It's going to be dope, though, but it's all about how I say it. Get a flow, get a melody. And I started to, you know, everything that he was teaching me then, I actually was putting into that album. And I had a team around me, too, that was helping me, too. You know what I mean? My man, Trey from Junior Mafia was there. You know, R.I.P. to my brother, Bristol. He just passed away from cancer. That's the first time I started dealing with him when I did, because, you know, he's on like 6 songs on that album.
Yeah.
That's when he just came around. Bang had brought him to the house, and he never left the house from there. He became official member of Junior Mafia right then and there. So I had a lot of help too. Kim was helping me jot down. Kim was writing rhymes for me after Big Pass. Like, you know, when I had to do features and stuff like that, Kim would jot verses down for me. You know what I'm saying? And she was helping me with the project. So I had, you know, whenever I was getting caught up or getting stuck because I was just starting to write, I had a lot of support. You know what I'm saying? A lot of support that was around me. And producers wise too. You know, D-Dot. He was there to help me with production. Mario Wan and, you know, Naj, you know what I'm saying? Then, of course, Puff was holding me down, too, overseeing the project for me. You know, he verified everything. Oh, no, Carl Thomas was on the album, too. I had Carl Thomas singing some of the
You had everybody on that joint.
Yeah, dog, you know. And, you know, it didn't get the proper due that it's supposed to have gotten in 99. But let me tell you something. I get more props about that album now than when it was out in 99. Like, people like, yo, dog, you probably a classic. I'm like, really? They was like, yo, dog, that album's classic, dog. That's one of the best albums, one of the best slept on albums in hip hop. So it's good to hear that. You know, I'm cool with that. But, you know, I put out one good project, man. You know, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you are definitely part of the golden era of hip hop, right in the middle of it, and, you know, to be able to put out that classic album of your own, you know, that's just a cherry on top.
Yeah, I'm working on part 2 too.
You working on it now?
Yeah, Jadakiss is helping me executive produce Wonderful World of Caesar Leo too. I'm just trying to get the right, you know, the right people involved, get the right people right, because I wanted to be like a spin-off of that. I wanted to be the same kind of sound. That album was fun. It was radio, it was very like dancey. I don't want to talk about everything I've been through. I still want to keep it fun and keep it cool. D Dot just sent me some tracks. I'm still in contact with Nasheem. So I really want to try to get some of the same people there and also get some new people to add some new flavor to it. But, Kiss loved that album. He like, yo, man, we got to do part 2. And I was like, nigga, you going to help me? He was like, got you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. So, I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to work on another one.